proven over, and you're going up against a guy that had the torn Achilles a year ago, week 2. It seems
his coverage guys a little dap for this one, because he got him on the second, third effort, right? Third reaction going to the quarterback. I was lurking, waiting, and ready.
Let go, and is his breakout year for sure.
Yeah, definitely, KB. Just maximizing the opportunities. And what more can you say when you get to be an NFL player?
With a guy like Lamar Jackson, you say, hey, don't get past him. But when you have that engine, you can do it.
And also Mason Grant.
Hutchinson, who was able to clean it up on the outside. Aren't going to be a lot of tight ends in this league going to block that. In all of school, watch this little inside dip on this one and sprint right to the quarterback as they brought. And that's going to count as a knockout right there for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Herbert coming off the left side off of Orlando Brown Jr. Just able to get underneath him and just speed around.
Their backs are against the wall. You need your star players to show up, and I kept putting it in my notes.
The defender, Ingram Dawkins, to get through right to the Swift in the backfield.
They're playing a lot of people on the line of scrimmage, and that's given Aiden Hutchinson here on the outside just a free path, and Hurts knew it.
Does all the right stuff for this team, can rush the passer, drops in coverage, and this time one of the very few guys.
But good awareness and discipline there by 94. Right away, saw it. And then the tough thing is you got to finish.
Right guard. But you know who one of the best players on Kansas City is? Chris Jones, who disrupted.
Right back into Justin Herbert. He gets a short corner, and then he's able to fall off.
3rd and 11.
You see Jones winning quick. He knows when it's a pass attempt.
These defensive tackles inside so good, and they know that if they're getting blocked and that ball's coming out quickly, they are going to get those mitts up in the air, times it just right, gets put on his back for it, but what a way to open this game for Philadelphia. Those two guys inside are just key. Jordan Davis
Flying off of the edge, getting around Abe Lucas.
To being late, but also Zach Allen, who's playing great football. And
there's huge plays. Those are plays that just destroy offensive drives. And
Happy where his feet have been in the last few weeks.
And I think a big part of that is just.
And Mike, here's the other phase of this. When you have the quarterback sped up, he wants to get the ball out of his hands now. So now you also know if you get.
Let's see what kind of penetration. Actually, Micah Parsons kind of wrecks this thing. He gets upfield, probably forces.
I tell you what, here's Anderson. That'll frighten you right there, getting that push. But
Backfield, just trying a quick little dump. Remember, he was able to convert that 3rd down earlier in the game.
Known for his ability to rush the quarterback, but does a good job of using his eyes. He sees the threat of potentially Fields going downfield. That's not something he does every day, and he gets his right hand after he turns, finds the ball, just enough there to be able to affect Fields, who's a great athlete.
Well, Max Crosby comes in. Dak Prescott had to double clutch it. He didn't like what he saw downfield and right. I thought he was going to get a pick 6 when you catch it in the stride like that. It may have been hit by Wilson that
They are a heavy single safety defense, meaning single safety zone and single safety man. This was man to man, and they just gloved up the.
I think number 41 is motivated for this one and feeling pretty good about himself. He's having himself a heck of a day. He just takes Penning and runs him right back into Herbert. Herbert feels that pressure. And
it's really a great play because the blitz was going this way, so he's a standalone rollover there.
Yeah, I tell you what, good thing he did, because Matthew Golden was rolling down the field in man-to-man coverage outside. That looks like that's where the ball might have been going. But look, they've gotten a good amount of pressure on him in the interior and forced him outside the pocket.
MetLife Stadium.
I'll tell you what, one of the more persistent pass rushers you're ever going to see. Getting double teamed, but he will not let up.
Carolina holds the line.
Look at the line of scrimmage, the initial push, too, from the defensive front. It's a stymie at best. And Rose Boone was.
except for that defensive force, the sack specialists.
You just said it.
Had no chance
Look at how quickly the Commanders' defense gets in the backfield. What a job.
He is go, please bull rush me. Please just run over me. I'm open. Go ahead, put your helmet right in my chest.
That big number 92 was added before the deadline.
Well, Will Putnam, the left guard, center, he gets just put on his back, and this is what Genty talked about it a little bit early in this game, but that is big number 97 right over the center, right there in the middle, and he just goes right through. And this has been all night. And if you're a Raiders fan, you've been watching this. This has been all year.
Straight to the quarterback. He's coming in here. There's no one there to block him. He's able to get around Jack Conklin with the inside move right there and comes right into your television sets in front of Dillon Gabriel.
Well, you got Will Putnam, who's making the start at center, and he has to face off here against Quinnen Williams, and he just gets drove right back.
Dickerson, who's one of the more powerful guards in the league.
As a Raku, and he kind of stops. You see his feet come to a stop, and then he's not able to get it going again to get it out of the end zone. And he just, as a young player, and I'm not saying he's going to make anything out of this, but just get it across the goal line, and he just stopped enough to where he couldn't then get any momentum going. And
first red zone opportunity is going to be a field goal attempt. They were trying to throw back to Hopkins, I think, on the backside.
Houston there as well, a loss of 6. It's 4th down.
You're going to see it right here, just one-on-one blocking by Stone Forsythe at left tackle, and just not able to hold up. And that, as I mentioned earlier,
Quinnen Williams, a loss of 7.
You see Kenny Clark in the middle. Here's Tyler Lockett, and that's where the ball is supposed to go. And I'm not sure exactly where Geno Smith's eyes were. He could have gotten it out quickly.
Playing a loss of 1.
Well, you can see Hooker, and then the left guard here, tackle Forsythe. Whether he's supposed to come off and pick him up, but too many times.
Watch the little hesitation move and then blitz on top of it. Looked like he was going to kind of came off the other time. The minute those linebackers see it, they're going to shoot the gap.
And I feel like that fits my personality perfect. And that's what we've seen from this young man.
I want you to watch. The blitz is going to come off. They overload it. Mahomes wants to throw the deep shot, but he can't tell if the safety's going deep or not.
Look at the interior. They handle the line of scrimmage. Number 96, Collins, defeats his block and gets into the backfield, gets the big man going, gets him.
In the first meeting.
Kevin, I really thought once he got outside the pocket and he barely held on to the ball there on the snap, I thought right here he was just going to throw it away, and instead.
We talked about Lamar Jackson didn't practice on Wednesday, sore knee. But early in the game, he was moving, he was leaving the pocket.
Down. Yeah, he actually gets a little help from the inside. It's going to be Colton McKivitz one-on-one, and then, Dominic Pooney comes over.
Kyle Van Noy described it as it allows him to be a crash out. He can do so many different things for this defense.
This is normally going to be a good play, but Karlaftis slow plays it coming off the line, playing the run, and then using his great length.
It's a great job by Nwosu. Saw Parkinson get his touchdown, but this time he's one-on-one. He just gets knocked back into the line, back off the line of scrimmage. And
when you have a play design, a quick out, if it's not there, you're throwing the ball away or you're trying to complete that pass. At this level, the longer you hold on to the football with the athletes that are chasing after you, it is so hard to be able to make a play down.
About Sanders in the pocket, and really that is his game. Dillon Gabriel is much more of a movement game at 6 feet tall. You want to move him, change the launch ankles, all of that. Shedeur Sanders' entire college career was played mainly from the pocket. What you have to do to slow down Derrick Henry, and that's get him before things go early, right? Before he gets started, get to him.
And this time it just beats Higbee, the tight end. He's going to motion over, and he's got the edge. Just a bad attempt of a block there, and got to put your face on him.
His quick get off of the line of scrimmage. It's not just the pass plays. And if you don't block him on a run play, you get what you get. I mean, it's real simple. Watching this area, Leviston 72 with Urban 97 in white. Leviston doesn't even really get a mid on him. Urban with an inside move and straight up field.
Unusual, right? I mean, D. Winters is right here. Watch, it's just going to part like the Red Sea in front of him. Nobody blocks him.
Well, that is rare.
Yeah, a really nice job right here on the end of the line by Robert Beal Jr. Just going to stuff that whole thing. You get the puller that comes in, and you stand up Evan Brown right away. There's nowhere for Mari DiMercato to go with that football.
They'll give him progress to the 35, so officially a 5-yard loss.
Be aggressive. You're going to see right off the edge. We're going to slide the line to the right. And Connor, who is really a game plan specific player, plays everywhere. This is going to be the challenge for Kansas City.
Back in LA making a play.
Yeah, you see him right here on the outside. Allen, who's kind of the hybrid tight end / fullback. They kind of use him in that.
Keep fighting. He's going to be over here and just fight through. And Baker has to hold the ball. He's looking for a deep one, but
you get from Jeffrey Simmons here, and then Arden Key's going to loop around, but he's the one that creates it. Just push, creates a huge picket. Look at him outside, all the way. He's an inside player on Brown, one-on-one. Watch the slap the hands, rip, and just turn a tight hoop to get to Mills. That's a great outside passer. I mean,
Ed came into this game. He's at defensive tackle here, leading Jacksonville with 4.5 sacks this season. Had a sack last week, and
eligible, number 55 is eligible.
This is just running to the football. Lance holds it, and
taking a look, working against Kyle Pitts. It's like since I gave him that compliment on the run blocking, it's been a bit of a struggle, but you know, Bijan's got to trust his speed there, get to the outside. I thought Pitts did enough just to get a piece of Swarton.
Yeah, Danielle Hunter just running the game, too. I mean, he's just going to come back in here out that way, off the tight end, and he sees that opening against the center, who's...
Play action pass. Caleb's got to know that if it's not there down the field, don't take the negative play, but also don't take these hits. Those are a lot of big bodies in there. Turner coming in, kind of always relentless. Redmond, who's had a great season.
Bringing guys from inside, and then they got the cat corner coming off the edge, and there's Will Anderson right there in a stand-up, creating one-on-one opportunities, busting inside. There's the ball out, and I don't know how he snuck through there. He's the guy who creates the ball out. I mean, that's just knowing right there. Look at him.
Look, this offensive line still doing a great job. I mean, they gave him as much time as they could.
Check out Caden Ellis here on that 4th down stop. Just an incredible job of diagnosing the play. Look at him. Respects the run, still gets to the outside. Able to tackle Young before he hit the sticks.
Man match coverage, so you had all the DBs chasing their receivers down the field, and really a huge run lane here. If Jordan Love is able to step out of this so that you can run it up inside. Watch this. You knew the Giants would pull out all the stops. Bang! Well, of course, there's Quay Walker running. That's why he went outside.
That's right.
But here's the thing. Giants are fine.
Well, it's the rookie. Watch the rookie right tackle, Ursery. You cannot get perpendicular to the line of scrimmage. You see him open? As soon as he opens, that's a soft corner. What you're asking the defender to do.
3 on the play, Terrell Bernard read it. Terrell Bernard does a really nice job out here. You're going to see all these guys stay home and turn this play back inside, and there's just white jerseys everywhere, nowhere to go. Those jet sweeps, if you can set the edge and force them.
Already been hit hard by the injuries, and speaking of hard hits, look at Devin Lloyd.
well, it's good. Walker is just going to get an effort sack coming over here, and then number 92, Strigo, he falls to the ground, and then he just keeps coming.
Well, he shows it early. Young sees it, and he checks. Although there was clearly a miscommunication up front because he's still a free runner to hit Young.
He's just completely unblocked out here. Nobody puts a hat on him. He steps into the backfield, and that's too easy.
Here you can see they're trying to get to Jeffrey Simmons, which leaves your running back Marks one-on-one with Barton. As a rookie running back, you've got to abort this. You can't go underneath the quarterback. It creates a really tough angle on the blitz pickup.
Well, you're going to watch Flacco as he gets this ball. He's going to start here and then works his progression all the way across the field. He gets to the 4th read.
And you're going to see he's going to be coming from the right side, Jonathan Jones. And this is a little different than what Joe Witt had been calling, right? You hadn't seen those types of plays before. You saw some very generic types of blitzes. Everybody was able to see it this time. Nice disguise by Jonathan Jones, Dan Quinn. Third down conversion. There's Jacob Martin. And what I like is the discipline, right? Last week I talked about how they were undisciplined, and he was very disciplined there. Goes up the field. Of the Dolphins defense is going to take over because the offensive linemen are big, but they're not fast. And the defense was fast.
Weapon. You'd love to see that clock, that internal clock on 3rd and 2. Primary's not there. Go. You know, he's just a second or two late.